Hello friends, in this video we'll solve this problem sequence equation in C programming language. So they have given a sequence P of array and each value of x is between 1 and 5. The length of sequence is analyzed as follows. So we have to consider the digits from 1 to 5. So first of all we have to consider the number 1. So considering number 1, and we have to find its location in this array. So 1 is at third location. So here the position of 1 is P3, that is third location. So then we have to consider this 3 and we have to find what is the location of this 3. So this location of this 3 is at fourth position. So we have to consider this 4 and we have to print this 4 in our array to be returned. So I will explain it one more time. We have to consider number 1 at first. We have to find its location. So 1 is at third location. So as it is on the third location, we have to consider the number 3. So number 3 is considered and we have to find the location of this number 3. So number 3 is on fourth location. So we have to print 4 in our array to be returned. So I will take the number 2. So number 2 is on second location, as you can see here. So we have to consider the location 2. So location 2, so location 2 is considered. So 2 is at second position, so we have to print 2 in our array. So we have to consider number 3. So this number 3 is on fourth location, so we have to consider the location 4. And so the next step is we have to consider that location as a number. So this 4 is at fifth location, so we have to print 5, and so on for the next number 4 and 5, and we have to return the array. So P is an array of integers. So here 3 is a number of integers in our array. So here 2, 3 and 1 is an array given. So we have to consider number 1 at first. So 1 is at third location. Here you can see. And we have to consider number 3. So number 3 is on second position. So we will print 2. After that we have to consider number 2. So number 2 is on first location. So we have to consider number 1 as the 2's position is 1. So 1 is on third location. So we have to print 3. So after that we will consider number 3. So 3 is on second position and 2 is on first position. So we have to print 1. So we will jump to the function. So they have also given another example. You can analyze this on yourself to get the better understanding at this problem. So we will take an integer element to consider element 1 at the first iteration. So we will need an array, dynamically allocated array, to be returned. As you can see, the return type is integer pointer, so we have to return an array of size p count, and each element size is size of int. So we will need a for loop starting from index I equal to 0. Condition will be I less than p count, and index plus plus. So here it is also index. So in this for loop we will run another for loop I equal to 0 I less than p count and I plus plus. So we will check if element equal to p of I. So if 1 matches to the element in p, then we have to consider another for loop starting from j equal to 0, j less than p count, and j plus plus. So in this we have to consider that p of j equal to I plus 1. Then we have to introduce an element j plus 1. So this completes our function. So here we have to increment our element, and after that we have to return our array. So this completes the function. I will explain this again. So this I is an element of this p array. So the first time the element is 1. So whenever the element of this array matches, we will get the location of its. So in this case the location is 3, but as we have started the array index from 0, in this case this I will be 2. So if this 1 matches to the element in this p, we have to consider that I, and we have to perform further operations. So we have to consider this location, and we have to check if this 3 is at what location. So in this first case the 1 is at third location, so we have to consider this 3, and we have to find where this 3 is at. So we have to find the location of this 3. So we will increment I plus 1 here, and we will check at what location it is, and then we will introduce our element in our array of ARR index at initial position. First iteration index will be equal to 0, will be introduced in our array, and then after all the operations we have to return ARR, and the result count will be equal to p count. So that is also we have to do. We will run our code. So first 2 test cases are passed, we will submit our code. So all the test cases are passed. So if you want more videos on HackerRank solutions, please subscribe to my channel, and you can find another solutions in my HackerRank playlist. Thank you for watching.